But to get us started, we want to go back into something that I know and love, which is Shakespeare. So here to speak to us about one of the biggest liars in literature, will you please welcome up the gentleman who is going to be dealing with your children tonight? So you never know what he might hear about you. A round of applause for Mr. Marlon Carey.
Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me clearly? Yes. Very nice. Beatrix, would you mind taking your time just for a moment to unravel that? Just take your time to talk a little bit about and set up this piece here. Just mess it up. Okay. William Shakespeare's play Othello is about a celebrated general who marries a beautiful young woman that he adores, named Desdemona. Othello meets Desdemona, falls in love with her, and marries her. Not only is she much younger than he, and so he's a little nervous about his wonderful, great luck, he's also new to the city. He's also newly converted to Christianity, and he is a black man, a Moor. Othello's ensign, which ensign means standard bearer. That Shakespeare guy was really smart. The standard bearer becomes very, very jealous of Othello and begins to spin a web of lies intended to destroy Othello and his career. The person with the role just above ensign is lieutenant, and that is Cassio. Iago becomes jealous of him as well. Iago tells so many lies that he is arguably Shakespeare's biggest liar. Deceit, trickery, secrets, and lies. So much so that he actually convinces himself that Othello has done him serious harm. Now, in my sophomore year of college, my roommate decided he wanted to put on a student presentation of Othello. I somehow convinced him to let me play Iago. I thought I would reprise this role tonight and talk about and do Iago's soliloquy from Act 2, Scene 3. Now, to set it up for those who don't know, Cassio, who I mentioned before, was set up by Iago to get into a brawl, a fight that disturbs the town, and Othello comes out and he's angry and he just deranks him, takes him down a couple of notches, and he's no longer the lieutenant, and he's trying his desperate best to get back into Othello's good graces. Iago says a couple of great words, encourages him, and sends him off. And I imagine him when he delivers this next soliloquy, pacing and talking, thank you, with the Rubik's Cube. And he begins by defending himself to the audience. And then it turns. And what's he then that says, I play the villain? When this advice is free, I give, and honest, probable to thinking, and indeed the course to win the more again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She's framed as fruitful as the free elements. Then, for her to win the more, were it to renounce his baptism, all seals and symbols of redeemed sin, his soul is so infettered to her love that she may make, unmake, do what she may list, even as her appetite shall play the god with his weak function. How then am I a villain to counsel Cassio to this parallel course directly to his good? Divinity of hell. When devils will their blackest sins put on, they do suggest at first with heavenly shows, as I do now. For whiles this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair his fortunes, and she for him pleads strongly to the more, I'll pour this pestilence into his ear, that she repeals him for her body's lust. Then, by how much she strives to do him good, she shall undo her credit with the more. Thus shall I turn her virtue into pitch and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. This is Othello's dramatic pause. Did I mention the lights have something to do with this? Secrets and lies. Lies are terrible things. And we are here. Da, 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 da. Secretly, someone changed the lighting on me. There's no secret to the Rubik's Cube. There are algorithms and things to learn and things you remember as you go along. And there you are. Thank you very, very much.